Good afternoon, welcome to Ells Messages of Light. And the angels have a message for us. So stick around, like, share, follow, save this video, and let's get these angel messages out to whoever needs to hear them. Let's see. What messages want to come through today? Messages from the angels, please. What message does the collective need to know from the angels today, please? What message does the collective need to know from the angels today, please? Woo. Here we go. Levity, perspective, wisdom and playful. See the humour. Okay, you can see these two little pooches playing cards. And there's humour in that, they're saying. Because, you know, if we saw this, we would find it funny. As humans, we would find it funny. We'd find it quite unbelievable, they're saying. Why? Because we're used to the not seeing, you know, beyond this realm. We're used to that, they're saying. We're not used to seeing things beyond this realm. I'm saying the Matrix. We're used to the Matrix. We're not open to seeing the humour in seeing two pooches play cards with a crystal ball on the table also. You know, and that crystal ball to me relates to beyond the realm. You know, when you look into a crystal ball, you can see things that you wouldn't normally see. So we're seeing these two little pooches playing cards. Well, that's not something as humans we'd normally see. We would find that quite funny. But, you know, two little pooches playing cards and also with a crystal ball on the table. This message is about reaching far outside ourselves to see what is beyond the earthly realm. See the humour. Thank you, angels. Yeah, it's about changing your perspective. They want you to change your perspective on, you know, on what we've been told is normal, you know. So yeah, you know, we've been told that two little pooches sat at a table playing cards with a crystal ball. Yeah, that's not normal. We've been told that, we've been taught that, you know, we've been programmed to think that in the Matrix. They're saying, what's to say that is not normal? Look beyond this realm. Look beyond the Matrix. See things from a different perspective. And that is where the wisdom is. Saying the wisdom is looking from another perspective, coming from a different perspective. More messages, please, angels. The collective needs to know. Any more messages today, please, angels? Yes. Michael. Archangel Michael. Wise, honest, trustworthy, observant. I want you to call in Archangel Michael. And I do this regularly. I've done it this morning. I always call on him to shield me with his blue shield of protection. Also my family, my loved ones. I call on him many, many times, you know. They want you to call on them and they'll be there for us. You just have to call on them. And yeah, he's wise, you know, and observant, trustworthy, honest. So he's surrounded by all these books of knowledge, they're saying. Books of knowledge. And by reading books of knowledge, sacred knowledge, that then can change your perspective of what, you know, we've been taught is acceptable and real on earth. By reading books and seeking that knowledge, looking within ourselves also for that knowledge. We then find that wisdom to change our perspective of what we are used to, you know, seeing in the Matrix, so to speak. You know, so these pooches, we'd think it was quite humorous if we saw this, and we'd be like a bit dumbfounded, to say the least, I think, you know. That's about changing your perspective, and as you change your perspective, your wisdom grows and your knowledge, your sacred knowledge, comes back to you. And you go inside to look for that. That's already inside of us. All this knowledge, all these books is already inside of us. It's just that our perspective on what we've been programmed to believe and the matrix that we're in needs to change, they're saying. We need to look into that crystal ball. Start seeing things from a different perspective. And all this wisdom that we hold already inside of us will come back to us. You know, that light shining out of that book, that will come back to us. Calling Archangel Michael. He will guide you. Lovely message. Angels. These angels aren't messing about lately, you know. These are serious angels. Whoa. How many cards? I don't know if I'm going to take them. Far too many. Let's see. Have a message, please, angels. What wisdom do the collective need to know, angels? What wisdom? What messages do we need to know, angels? Yeah, it's about changing our perspective, you know, because of what we've been taught and programmed to believe. This card here. Now you've got things coming in from you at all angles here. You know, so your heart, music, communication. What else have we got? Yeah, all areas of your life, they're saying. Change your perspective by seeking knowledge. You know, seeing things from a different perspective, having a sense of humour also. And seek that knowledge, whether it's through books, looking inside of yourself, it's all sacred. Seek that in all areas of your life. And pretty soon, your perspective will start changing. You'll start seeing things from a different angle. I want to read a little bit about the book on the renewed connections. So let's have a look. Okay. Renewed connections. Relationships that have been in struggle are now in a space where healing can truly begin. You may have been experiencing tremendous vulnerability, and that is going to pay off. Your willingness to forgive, reach out and listen to the perspective, exactly what I was just saying. So if you're struggling in any areas of your life, your willingness to seek, to seek that knowledge and look inside of yourself for that knowledge that is already inside of you. Your willingness to see things with humour and from a different perspective to what you're not normally used to seeing, in this programmed matrix. So they say your willingness to forgive, reach out and listen to the perspective of others as your angels holding their hands over their hearts with pride for you. Have faith that the place in your heart that you have opened for those around you will be filled with love. So, if you've forgiven somebody recently and, you're seeing things from that different perspective and you're also seeing things from the other person's point of view, the angels are so proud of you. They know how hard it can be, to fight with the human ego and pride to forgive people. And that is a big, big, big stepping stone, to renewed connections. It's to renewing this connection. It's a big, big stepping stone. Angels are very proud of you for that. This card may also indicate that you're receiving messages or signs from loved ones. So communication also. If loved ones have recently left this earthly planet, this card can also indicate they are communicating from the other side, so a different perspective, that crystal ball that reaches out to the other realm. You can see through that crystal ball and you can see beyond this earthly realm. This is a card to validate, that when you start looking from that different perspective, you can feel that. You can feel your loved ones communicating. So this card may also indicate that you're receiving messages or signs from loved ones who have transitioned to the spiritual realm. Keep your senses attuned to receiving words of support and comfort from those who are no longer in the body but are still very much in your heart and mind. Yeah. It's about keeping an open mind, seeing things from a different perspective. Being open to that. Beautiful message, angels. And that's a beautiful message for me to hear, but it's not a surprising message, because as one that communicates and co-creates with my angels on a daily basis to get these messages out to the collective and my viewers and whoever follows, that's not surprising for me. It would have been many years back, over 7 years ago now. I would have been finding it hard to see beyond the matrix, beyond what we've been told is just what exists. It would have been hard for me to see into that crystal ball beyond this realm. Not now. I know. Got my own crystal ball. Yes. There's a world beyond this realm. There's many, many things that we cannot see beyond this earthly realm. I know that because I've took this journey. Spirit, relationships, intuition, connection, signs, inspiration. Exactly. This is me. I've took the journey. My third eye is opened. My intuition has opened. Spirit can communicate, co-create through me. I am a vessel for angels and spirit guides to co-create through me. To reach beyond the spiritual realm, you know. They come through me to reach the earthly realm, to get these messages out. Why? I went searching for this wisdom. I went reading books. I went inside of myself also to seek the answers, the sacred knowledge that we all hold inside ourselves. I asked my angels to come in. I asked my angels to guide me. I had that knowing. It was all around me. I just had to ask. The signs then started to come in. Once I started to open up to my intuition and my connection to spirit was getting stronger and stronger, I started to transform like this butterfly, you know, on this lady's shoulder. That represents transformation on your spiritual path. I then started to see the signs more and more. Spirit was coming through more and more. Getting stronger and stronger. And I started to return my wings back to me, you know, my butterfly wings. That freedom. That knowing. It's a knowing. I started to feel this peace, this lady. You know, she's at peace. You can see her face is just so peaceful. You see this light? All the colours of the rainbow. You are that. You hold all these colours inside of you. You're the full spectrum. But for you to find that, you have to seek that knowledge. They're saying seek this knowledge. Seek this wisdom that you already hold inside of you. Seek this wisdom. Pretty soon, your perspective will change. Everything you've been taught, programmed to believe in this matrix, you'll start seeing beyond the veil. You'll start looking into your crystal ball. Ball? Excuse me, it's my accent. Yeah, you'll start seeing beyond this realm. And pretty soon, all areas of your life will be affected by it. Your heart. Pretty soon, spirit will start communicating. The more you seek that knowledge, the more you go inside of yourself to seek that knowledge. You'll start hearing spirit, you'll start seeing the signs, feeling. You'll start feeling inspired to keep going on this journey, to transforming like this butterfly, to finding your wings. You'll want to find this peace this lady feels. Beautiful message, absolutely beautiful. Any more messages, please, Spirit? Angels? Any more messages? Any more card again. Came out the other day. Archangel Shamiel. Call on him also. You know, when you start seeking this sacred knowledge, and you start going inside of yourself, seeking this knowledge, and you start seeing things from a different perspective, start seeing beyond what we've been told is normal. Yeah, these pooches, when we see these pooches, we think, well, that's not normal, you know. What's to say that's not normal? It's what we've been told, it's what we've been programmed. Once you look beyond all we've been taught, we start seeing into this crystal ball that there's things beyond this realm. And we start opening up, we start seeing the signs, we start co-creating with spirit. Now our third eye starts opening up, our intuition, our soul starts leading the way. That then brings us to healing our inner child, to finding our happiness, you know, this lush green, pastures new beginnings, fresh starts, happiness, vitality, joy, hope, connection with spirit brings all of that back. So, you know, when you seek and do the work, they're saying, you've got to do the work, your perspective starts to change. You see things from a higher state, higher consciousness. You start seeing the signs, you start seeing the angel numbers. Start seeing the synchronicities, start hearing spirit, start feeling hope, vitality, energy. Your inner child comes back. You start seeing things, you know, with that child's eye, that sense of humour. Start laughing more. Start feeling more peace. Peace comes back to you. In all areas of your life, they're saying, not just one area, all areas. That is because you have found the divine in you. You have found, you know you're human, but you are also divine. You are both. But the divine has come back to you. You know, you've looked beyond this earthly realm into that crystal ball. And you know you're human and you're divine. You know that at this stage. When you start seeing these signs, you know that. You know you are both. And you're ready to fly. You're ready to spread those wings and be free. Beautiful message, angels. Thank you. And that is the last message, I feel. So yeah, see things from a different perspective. Look into your crystal ball, they're saying. There's a world beyond this earthly realm. You open up to it. You start feeling, seeing, hearing spirit. shall speak to you all soon. Bye.